We've got baseball for you this afternoon from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Ben Revere checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1.
Ain't nobody out now.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot. 87 degrees here at first pitch. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. And Uribe will put this one away for the first out. Elmer Colon will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ballgame. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
I got it.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Bryce Harper will stand in as he'll enter play fourth in the National League batting race.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow by guys when you need to.
Hit in the air out to center field. Almonte has it in his tracks. And that retires the side. Manny Machado steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
After battling injuries in previous years, Manny Machado showed everybody what he could do in 2015. He got named to the All-Star team. He participated in the...
And he takes strike three called on the fastball, one gone. Jason Worth will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
And you know what, guys? It's just not getting a whole lot better for this guy either. He's hitting under 230 over his last 10 games.
Over to the bag is Napoli as he handles it himself for the out. Daniel Murphy is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, plays it one now.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. This is pulled into right. Pence is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Ryan Zimmerman leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Plays it one now.
And he comes back. Settling in now, Wilson Ramos. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One down here,
and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Count 0-2.
That's in there, and he's deep. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. Danny Espinoza will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Ben Revere in now. Hopped out in his first trip. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And the count will be full. Grounded up the first baseline. Over to first now is Napoli, and that retires the side. Elmer Colon will start things off here for Washington with Bryce Harper on deck due to hit second.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Fastball called for strike 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another. This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And reined in, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hence waits on it.
I go.
And that's the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 13.
Manny Machado in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
2 outs here. 2 outs.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right. And a foul pop behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire. Jason Worth heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Hey, we got no outs.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman
Daniel Murphy stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's...
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category. As you can see right here, when your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance.
High pop-up. Uribe is there for it.
I got it.
And the inning is over.
Leading off for the Nationals.
First delivery to him on the way.
Wilson Ramos.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. Danny Espinoza is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
0-1's the count.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And he falls behind 0-2.
Nobody here, nobody.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Two strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Ben Revere will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he looks at his sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Elmer Colon stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center.
I got it.
And Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bryce Harper will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
And this is hauled in on the run for the out, and he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. Manny Machado will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Jason Worth will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Hit hard dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Daniel Murphy will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Hit to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Add another 0 as it's up to 7. Leading off the inning, Ryan Zimmerman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Almonte is camped under this one. 1 gone.
The catcher, number 40.
Wilson Ramos digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Castro. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Shortstop,
Danny Espinoza will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least one across before the 9th.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Hey, we got two down.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Ben Revere will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almonte has a read on it, 1 out.
The batter, number 6.
Elmer Colon will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it, Hence, 2 down.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Bryce Harper will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians are going to get out of here with a split in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyon. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. Both teams. Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Castro is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ball game. Danny Santana will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've been fairly punchless.
One of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting third,
Miguel Sano will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Brian Dozier will stand in and comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
first baseman.
Settling in now, Joe Mauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Come on, get ahead. Let's go.
Lays off 1-0. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here.
Get a help.
Line drive to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
No runner.
Batting six.
Kenny's Vargas takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Hence coasts under it.
I go.
Oh, he botched it. But a good job of staying with it as he throws his man out.
Batting seven.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Over to first now is Napoli, and that retires the side. John Ryan Murphy will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Ryan Murphy.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Hence, shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth.
Digging in, Byron Buxton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
That's take. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Eduardo Nunez will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. This is skied out toward right. Moving under it, Hence. And that retires the side. Leading off the inning, Danny Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
The batter, right fielder, Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And he pumps. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Brian Dozier stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Hey, 2 outs. Plays at 1.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I think he...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. In there, strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching.
Back to the mound and off his leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Up next for Minnesota,
Kenny's Vargas steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Into the seats, 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's
worked on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Rasmus on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
third baseman, number 5.
Into the box, Eduardo Escobar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Ramirez is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. John Ryan Murphy will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit.
That's a ball.
That misses, says the home plate.
Purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Byron Buxton is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
Hey, come on,
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And that's in there for strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. And it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, let it go, it's out. Get out,
Here's the 0-2. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danny Santana will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
And this will be handled by Pence for the first out. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Sends it in the air to deep left field, but it'll kick off the scoreboard out there in left.
Eat it.
Brian Dozier will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Joe Mauer will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Pulled toward right center field. Almonte over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
Kenny Vargas gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You're running out of chances here. It's the 7th inning. You can't let this rally go to waste.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Here we go, guys. Let's
Squared that one up just a little late. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. John Ryan Murphy will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1 out now, 1 out.
Ball.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. And he hits the corner with that one, 2-2.
When he starts leaving that curveball up, that's a sign he's getting a little tired out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitcher. He's going to get hurt.
Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now. Byron Buxton will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Eduardo Nunez will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Pence is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Fastball, whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's popping in that high.
Miguel Sano will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Almonte.
That's.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.